Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Tangledeep. As you can see from the counter on the flask, I went back down to that floor and got the remaining fountains that were down there. I also picked up a bunch of new items fighting my way down there and back, and I sold them here in the hopes of getting some of that good of ice stuff we were going for, and still no luck. So I think at this point, we might just have to accept that this water thing is not happening on this run. Fortunately, we have some options. So there's a crossbow right here. It has 272 weapon power. And I think that we're just barely doing more damage using our... Let me make sure we're not missing anything more obvious. Nope, 272 looks like a winner. It's already the case that we're just barely doing more damage with our water gimmick using our current sling than we are with our current crossbow. If we had 50 base weapon power to the crossbow, obviously it's going to be way better to use that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to spend 700 gold on this. We're going to skip out on this Deep Lakes gem thing. Go ahead and equip you in slot 1. We'll keep this thing equipped because, you know, we might run into something physical resistant. And then we can put this on now. And didn't need that to close the thing. So, 15% chance to seal enemies on hit, which means to silence, basically. Plus 20% crit damage, plus 20% damage as long as we're healthy. 5% chance to drop acid, pools on move, and 8% extra damage and defense on our pet. Seems like a pretty good way to go. That does mean that we're going to want to swap these two out. I think we're not that far off of buying the crazy accessory that's here. I think we're just going to equip this when we get it. Minus chance to block and parry is not particularly significant. Swiftness totally is. Like, this is just definitely the way to go. And then we got to change out our frost ring for something else, but I'm sure we have something in the bank, or we'll find something. Oh, we still have our lucky sure strike ring. Yeah, okay. Is that worth equipping over the gem right now? I think it is, right? Because if we're not using a water weapon... Gain CT while moving in water, plus water damage. Yeah, it still has damage and defense while you're standing in water. But I think we're better off just going with the 5% chance to crit, even though this has 2 points fewer of stats than that does. And then we'll replace this with the cool amulet. Which means we're going to need even more money because we're going to want to toss some of this stuff in the bank. Actually, no, we can just equip this over the frost ring. Yeah, 15 swiftness, 8 core stats. And now I look like a cat. I guess that's fine. I guess it's fine to look like a cat. So basically, where are we on money? 63, okay. We just need to make a few thousand more gold, and we're ready to go here. I'm sad that the water gimmick didn't work out, especially after all the effort I put into it, but, you know, that's the thing with these games that have procedural generation. You can only force their hand so much. I do not remember where we were. You know, it's been most of a weekend. And I'm spacey at the best of times. We'll just go to where we're going. We'll go up. We'll walk up. Oh, so that means that I can go back to having a sword equipped all the time. Oh, no, hold on. If we equip our sword, though, we don't get to have the... I shouldn't have done that. Because with the sword equipped, we don't get to use our... Oh, I charmed him. Right. With the sword equipped, we don't get to use our quiver. So we do just want to keep the bow equipped and try not to get into melee. Also, it'd be helpful if we went in the right direction. So at this point, money basically just goes toward banking our huge amount of stuff that we want to bank and buying... that was weird. It kind of looked like I confused the energy pickup, which I also didn't even need to grab. I don't know why I'm so drawn to them. But buying stuff from Rose and banking things. And I guess healing our pet, should our pet die. Shadow and lightning resistant, I'm not too worried about. Yeah, our damage output's like pretty alright. Boy, we are really doing an awful lot of enemies down here. A lot of champions, rather. No, I was trying to shoot him. Alright. Well, obviously we're going to back up a little bit. Okay. And at this point, all of our job points are going into masteries and purchasing healing so that we don't have to spend our gold healing ourselves. I think we probably should not take any more Pandora's chests because we know that the difficulty is going to spike a little bit eventually. But I have a good feeling. We feel powerful. I feel ready to handle stuff. Taking a little bit more damage than I would like. Gotta try to stay above 75% health here. So yeah, that's right. We mapped this floor out already. We want to go up left. I love mini-maps, man, because I cannot remember where I'm going at all ever, as I'm sure you've all noticed. Okay, here we go. Legitimate new stuff. Man. Robo thing, you're the best. Hold on. Let's leave this here for the moment. This floor may well drop us beneath our, beneath 25 charges, because I imagine things are going to be relatively difficult here. Alright, this seems like it might be a good time to pull up Hail of Arrows. I'm just a little worried that we're going to get overwhelmed. I think I would rather have you die. Yeah, we lost our wolf. That's a shame. This is about to get pretty good, though. And actually, they're all in range of Roll the Bones, too. Oh, we gotta remember to run. I'm just gonna hit this before we do that. There you go. Just teleport out of there and then just walk right back into it. Why don't you? Huh. That's new. I haven't seen this enemy. We haven't seen this enemy yet since I started this series. But I don't remember them having that diagonal fire slash thing before. That's pretty cool. We can do jumping shot without having to play like equipment Tetris. This is nice. Oh, a butler's bell. That's a handy thing to find. Also, we should resummon the dog. We really got to get his stats up somehow. Huh. That butler's bell had a butler's bell in it. Did not realize that was possible. Oh, well, we found an annoying enemy. You know, it says my weapon element seems ineffective, but I am still hitting for over 100. We'll be fine. That was a 268 damage crit. Also, apparently our dog is just going to die constantly for a while. I mean, for the rest of the dungeon, presumably. Well, we're not using a ton of our energy on anything else right now. We can keep resummoning him and having him tank. What I really need is for Robo Thing to cast his heal more often. Okay, we need energy pickups now that we're going through 40 energy every fight or two because of our poor wolf. All of a sudden, it's remarkably quiet in here. Is this a fake 15th floor? Did we actually enter a limited enemy side area or something? Okay, here we go. Weird. Yeah, our crit rate's good. We're doing great damage. Ooh, physical immune guy. Okay. Well, this is what we still have this for. It's going to be a lot less effective now. We need a new elemental ranged weapon. But this is, I'm assuming, we did 78 there. This is physical immune. Yeah, okay. It's a lot less. This probably does physical damage. This should be... Or this definitely is ice damage. Unfortunately, he's at an awkward angle here. We could just walk to some place where I can... Yeah, I could, like, grappling hook to here. And then move to there, and then we shoot the ice missile. Did that not work? Oh, he's in the water. It increased his range dodge. He dodged the attack. Well, that's a shame. Okay, well, I'm going to high card him. Yeah, it did some okay damage. Then I'm going to, I guess, move away. Try not to have to tank a hit myself. Hey, robot. Maybe you want to get in here and help me out a little bit. Oh, right. I crit him for 8. Mostly I was trying to move, obviously. Ow. Well, I think this is probably a good time to start with the flask. We're gonna get him, but man. Champion versions of those rock monster guys are pretty tough. Okay, the ruined passage is up that way. Let's keep exploring for the moment. There you go. That's what I want combat to look like. Also, we are making a crazy amount of money right now. So I think we gotta be over... Yep, we are in fact over the price of that necklace. Well, I don't think... I do not believe that it is the case that we will be able to use the entrance of the cave to teleport up to the beginning of the ruined passage. I mean, I guess that's pretty much based on the fact that there's not one of those like little branching staging areas. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm just thinking that the best way to get down to the desert oasis and back up is probably just going to be to walk. Okay, pretty thorough. Well, I suppose let's go back up the stairs. We'll go in there and we'll see if that creates a checkpoint for the cave entrance. But we are definitely going to teleport back to base here. Alright, first things first. It's the food. Java beans, grain, garlic. Ooh, garlic's nice. Take our cheap heal, because, you know, not all of our bars were all the way full, and we're about to get into some dangerous stuff. Where am I on job points? Not enough to get the next thing. What is the next thing? Skirmisher. Did I see this already? Occasionally shut down an enemy's ability with a well-timed arrow, so it's going to make us seal enemies, probably. Occasionally with a ranged attacks. That's pretty good. That's a pretty useful thing. And if we're going to sell stuff, we may as well sell it to the woman at the oasis. Yeah, it didn't create a checkpoint. Well, that's fine. We'll just go back up from here. Although, actually, we might have to go back to town one more time first. Was there anything else I wanted to do? Oh, cook. Probably cook is good. So that would have been a good thing to do. So all of our unequipped commons. Then time passed and it disappeared. Oh no. Well, that sucks. Oh, that sucks a lot, actually. Well, I mean, the 2 items we have now are good. Ah, I'm really bummed out about that. Yeah, and we did not create anything of a similar value. Arrow dampening chainmail shirt of illusion. This is actually an upgrade, isn't it? 15% physical resistance, minus 6 damage from physical. Still with the minus range damage. Oh, it doesn't have the big champion reduction. It has a lot more dodge. We're trading 8 points of dodge for 25% damage reduced from champion attacks and that small chance of rooting enemies. I think the one we're wearing is still better. That minus damage from champions is a big deal. But it's close. It's closer than I would like. Alright, well shoot, what are we gonna do with all this money then? I guess we're gonna go back to town, like I said. And we're just gonna bank a whole bunch of stuff. Because we're about to potentially die. It's boss fight time, so. Alright, loot shield. Those were not very expensive. Oh, there's still this that I should do. Yeah, we want to bank this thing. We should just sell some of this stuff. Quite a bit of this stuff, probably. And then bank a bunch of money, right? Because you can, yeah, deposit money. Okay. Let's sell items. I know there's a sell all unequipped button, but this is the only time that I look at some of the stuff I pick up, so. We're definitely not keeping this. Mirror plate is pretty cool. Reflecting magical projectiles can sometimes be very valuable. I think we're going to skip that, though. Definitely not keeping this or that. Wow, that's a lot of strength. As much as these are just running shoes, I think we should probably bank them, because that's a lot of strength. We see of agility stuff all the time. This is a shadow sword. We might want to hold on to that. I want to bank that, because it's just like a crazy high damage. Okay. So let's bank you and you and you. Let's go use this. And it could be like on our quiver, I guess. This isn't a great quiver, but also like we don't find a lot of quivers, so we're not that likely to replace it. I mean, this is pretty good. Actually, we can just put it on our hairband, because the hairband has a very, very low difficulty level, and the odds of us replacing it are basically 0. Alright, I will spend 419 job points. This is not exactly how I want to be using them, but I do want this skill mod. Alright, we should be able to tear through this pretty quickly. Most of the monsters here are worthless to us, so... In fact, pretty much everything should be. Alright, we gained a chicken dinner. Apparently, this dude was really eager to pick up that garnet, and I'm sure he's angry that we took it. Double chance to crit. Okay. We don't actually need to fight anything. We just need to get through this. This guy's trivial, not worthless, which means he will give us some small amount of stuff when we beat him. Yeah, that's something, I guess. You do get a very, very small amount of JP from killing worthless monsters. Okay. That was easy enough. Anything we pick up here is going to be so bad that I'm not really worried about holding on to it. Or that I'm not really worried about picking it up in the first place. Do we have a dream thing that will restore the small amount of health we are missing? We do not. Yeah, I'm good. We can just go. See if I can get to this. Oh no! I got to the pot, but was not able to take the loot from it. So... Yep, one extra turn for the hail of arrows to go off, but it has a larger area. And greater range, but I don't think we're having a lot of trouble with the range. Alright, I think we're about as ready as we're getting. Oh, we should see if this guy has good food. And we should cook. That's the thing. The whole reason I came back here was to cook. I'm so spacey. Alright, 4 fish. Awesome. Really good. Oh yeah, balsam. That could be useful. I don't particularly think... Lightning Brew is like a fair amount of damage. Let's take the Lightning Brew. And also, I noticed... Oh. At the bank limit. Okay. I noticed that we hadn't put in that massive sword. That's a Lucid Orb we probably want to keep. I think that's also one we want to keep. We can just take out a random... Like, I have some stuff in here that's not that important. Yeah, you know what? We don't need that. Let's put our really big sword in here. And cook some stuff up. In particular, it's a bunch of fish we can make. Yeah, crit chance seems good. We can make ice cream with... What, it's milk chocolate banana. Makes a banana split. Boosting our crit chance. Then we'll do that again. And then... coffee's good, right? Oh, but coffee needs milk. Hold on. Recipe book, help me out here. We don't want to make anything from this screen because we still have one more spice that I'd like to apply. Cheese, meat or fish, and grain. This would not be a terrible thing to have a couple of. Also, this isn't bad, obviously. Level times 10 fire damage is considerable. Do we have any chili peppers? We do. Okay. Oh, we should bank our rose petals. And I don't think we should need... Oh, I thought I had rose petals in here already. Although I guess it doesn't even let you look if you're at 30, so you still wouldn't be able to store them. Well... We have a Shadow Sword here. Man, we're going to have a pretty good couple of runs ahead of us. We have so many useful things in here. This is 278 shadow damage versus 230. You know what? We don't need this. I'm going to bank all these rose petals because I'm not going to try to do pet breeding right this second, but we have some good pets. Might be worth trying to breed them on the next character. Okay. Rose petals, 8 in the bank. And it did actually put them all in? Okay, good. Because it gave me this message about hitting the storage limit again, and I was a little concerned. Alright, I think we're ready to go. I picked up some more commons for you. Did any of this turn into anything cool? No, not really. These are nice. These are neat. Not so neat that I'm going to worry about them. I didn't put any money in the bank. Oh well, we've gone too far. Unfortunately, we're just going to have to walk back from here, but at least now we know where all the stairs are. I'm pretty bummed out about the way that went with the necklace. I should have thought about that. But I don't know what else I could have done. We could have done an item dream, but no. Doing an item dream advances time as well. We could have done part of an item dream and then left, maybe. That might have worked. And despite the fact that we just walked through all these, I already don't remember how to get where we're going. That's weird. Okay, apparently there is a barrier here. It did cast on the corners, it's just not showing it to us correctly. Boy, that's a lot of grays. That sounded like a line delivered from the first Deus Ex. I love that game. Man, the voice work, a little rough sometimes. Nobody sounded like they had the urgency in their voices that you would expect, given that, you know, all of human civilization was on the brink of destruction a number of times. And also some of them should have been, like, very terrified of some of the things they were witnessing. Alright, well, we're not coming back, so we may as well just go ahead and grab these. Also, how am I leaving pots everywhere? The stairs are up. Huh. Please stop shooting me. That's strange. And stupid extra range dodge from standing in water. Alright. Okay, let's do this. We're just gonna skip through this conversation real fast, because you guys know what's up. So we have a pair. I doubt that there's any actual branching in this conversation. It's going to be like the other ones, where there's like a unique response here or there, but nothing meaningful is going to be different. Yeah, she's going to take us to our robot. We're going to fight the robot. It's going to be awesome. Man, a lot of the art of the robot enemies reminds me a lot of Chrono Trigger. You're mad with power. I'll have no part, etc. Alright. I don't know how big of a robot it's going to take to stop us, but I do know that one's not going to cut it. So we have an egg or two. I was going to go ahead and throw out... I believe we have one heavy egg and then maybe like one other crummy egg. I'm going to go ahead and do this. This fight didn't really turn out to be that hard last time, so maybe it's not worth doing, but... kill a couple of the bits, then kill the bit summoners. Okay. I mean, my pets can probably handle it, right? How big is the... Oh, wow. That really has increased in size. I was kind of hoping there would be enemies in it when it went off, but alright. Hey, milk. I don't need to pick the milk up right now. SB, focus. I don't remember how many of these we killed last time, but I'm just trying to be safe here. We might be safe to go in. I think I only killed 2 last time, and we didn't really have problems being swarmed too much. Alright. I need to be a little closer, I guess. Step in. We're going to activate my poker hand. I'm going to step back out so as not to get exploded. Okay, it's not power shielding in my direction. So what do I want to do with that? Ice Missile's pretty powerful. We have a lot of energy. Robo-Thing's weapon element is ineffective. Yeah, it's doing some good damage. I'm doing some good damage too, but... it's also receiving some pretty large heals from the bits. I wonder if we should... yeah. We're gonna have to just clear them out. I don't have the damage output. Fortunately, my pets are doing a great job. I wonder if it's the case that my pets finished off the assemblers last time, and that's why it seemed to go down pretty easily. Okay, Wolf is dead. Okay, we're actually getting some damage through now. You know what might have happened? It might have been that my pets were, like, very unfocused before, and we're refocusing now. Probably save roll the bones for if a bunch more robots get out here, and I think at this point it's just, like, get them, right? Yeah, no sense using any abilities. At this point we're just shooting them. 239 damage from that. Yeah, we got him. Alright, chicken dinner, a skill orb for double down. That looks like some kind of magic bow. A chemist's noble crown of companions and concentration. Alright, well, we have discovered a legendary bow. There's a chilly aura surrounding this silvery white longbow that turns each arrow I knock into a razor-sharp icy shard. Oh my god, it's going to do water damage. Yep, weapon power 185 water. Increases water damage by 10%, plus 10 swiftness. There's some more gear in this set. Chance to freeze target with each attack. Eventually, if we got all three of the pieces, it would improve our ice missile ability. That's pretty cool. So equip to slot 3, obviously. Now, we're still looking at 185 versus 272. But I suspect with the water gear... actually, this thing has less attack damage than the slingshot did. But it does have a natural plus 10% on its own damage. To be perfectly honest, though, I think we're just going to keep using our crossbow. Because we still wouldn't be dealing more damage with this, given that we weren't dealing more damage with the slingshot. Yeah, that's a shame. A 185 power set weapon. You know what, though? Given that it's so low level, we maybe could item dream this thing a couple of times and get it some more attack power. Yeah, that might be a good idea. That might totally be worth doing. Let's grab some stuff. Blue seeds. I do like that. I think we probably need to cut down a couple of trees, because don't we have a couple of good seeds? Alright. So this is about as far as we've been, right? It was right after this that I died last run. Oh, hey. Nope, you are in fact not the rumor lady. Oh ho ho, a traveler. I've not seen one like you for a long time. I am Ralja Nsil, humble wandering chef. Would you like to hear 2 of my finest recipes? No thanks, I hate food. Yes, of course. Smoothies and gelato. Okay, gelato is fine. I don't think... do we know what a smoothie does? Yep, that's not the button I wanted. Here we go. Clears negative status effects, makes you immune to new ones. You know what? I think we had seen that. On the whole, not bad. How much campfire meat do I have? I'm wondering if maybe we should not make campfire meat here. Oh, I was looking for roasted campfire meat instead of campfire roasted meat. Yeah, so we don't really need more meat. We certainly don't need the rest. Our bars are pretty okay. I guess let's make roasted fruit. We could get into a position where all of our stuff is low. It certainly has happened a number of times. Okay. So all we have to do is make it off of the stairwell. That's a new progress record. Hey, look. I think we're gonna make it, like, even all the way through this room. Now, I believe it is the case that... Ooh, a flail of ice. That's cool. I believe it is the case that you have a higher chance to find items from a set if you already have stuff from that set. But I don't know if it's, like, if you just own it or if you have to have it equipped. I guess we haven't found a lot of second set pieces for the things that we do already own, so... I suppose it looks like it has to be equipped for the bonus to happen. Oh, hey, we haven't had a level up in a while. We're doing pretty well boosting our elemental defense. Our damage is actually fine. Our physical defense is not always great. Yeah, you know what? Let's take some physical defense. Oh. Kragan. My pets are not good at fighting Kragans. There we go. Or Spirit Wolf. Actually, you know what? Oh, I was gonna get next to the Spirit Pickup, resummon the Wolf, and then grab the Pickup. Oh wait, it's a secret area full of huge enemies. Right here, we're just on high card. Okay, we'll go ahead and throw out the Hail of Arrows then. May as well toss our high card. Did I dodge? Did he dodge? He dodged, I think. Actually, there's no line for it, right? You've got high card, but then there's no actual attack line. Weird. This guy is just acidified. He's also below average, which I feel is a little judgmental on the game's part, but I guess it would know. The wrong damn weapon equipped. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good thing. Alright, I just wanted to kill that Wraith to make sure that it wasn't messing with our ability to attack the right targets. We summon our lost dog. I see you. You are not that invisible. Yep, that's kind of what I thought. I was saying to myself in my head there, you know what? I bet Robo Thing's going to solo that champion. And sure enough, he did. Alright, our equipment's good. Our strategy is sound. All I need to do is not screw this up massively, and I think we're headed to a good place. Definitely not pushing our luck with any of these anymore. The stairs to Replicator 52. We've discovered a secret area. A lot of these secret areas seem to have easily accessible back doors. Arrow dampening hardened mail. Nah, and the rest of the stuff is also kind of not good, so... Paralyzed. Come on. Okay, there we go. So, when you're rooted, attempting to move will make you not move, and also it will, you know, increment the turn. But when you're paralyzed and unable to attack, attempting to attack doesn't do the same thing. It just tells you no. So you have to actually pass turn or try to move. Simple Codex of Toxicity. Okay, this level's not that big. Oh, I guess there's still places to go yet. $310. Just normal attacks. Yeah, this thing where I can seal enemies who usually have annoying healing abilities is pretty good. I like the way when you hit him, the weird eye in his mouth bugs out. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good animation. Alright. Wolf could stand to be resummoned. Let me get the energy. Stairs to the bandit library. Oh, hey. We've been to the bandit library. Damn it. Apparently I cannot shoot that enemy from there. Well, we should probably keep doing side quests and stuff, or side areas, because we do want to keep getting stronger. It can be very, very bad if you get out-leveled by the enemies. Run, 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 run. Okay. Trying to leave myself an escape route for after he dies. Okay. That's cool, Wolf. Just stand in the fire. He knew I was gonna desummon him. He's trying to make me feel bad. Alright. My protective instinct kicks in, and I'm like, no, don't stand in that fire. I'm not gonna stop you, but I am gonna yell at you for it. That's just good pet ownership. Animals don't need to be made safe, they just need to be shamed. Alright. So we're going to, let's see, do this and grab this thing. We're going to head up to the bandit library in a second here. Should we go back to the base first? Or Spirit Wolf? And I appreciate that the monsters like to use stuff on him instead of me. That does make him more useful. But I honestly do feel kind of bad about it. Nah, we're good. We'll just clear the bandit library real fast, then we'll go back to town. I definitely want to be all set before going into a place with a name like Replicator 52. Okay, an illusionist. The mighty Nathan James. That's not a bad name, actually. Also, he's smart enough to run out of the arrow hail, so that's something. Well, our wolf is definitely going to die, because he's crazy. But I admire what he's doing. You know, crazy, brave, the line is very fine. The line is also fairly fine between brave and dead. What do we got here? An iron claymore... Oh, no, sorry. Hold on. I was using my iron claymore of flames because I totally forgot about the quiver. Wow, that is a lot of flask charges just sitting there. I kind of want to see what happens in the Duke Dirtbeak encounter if you do make fun of his illiteracy, but not so much that I'm actually going to do it, because that just feels bad. You know, there are some things I'm not willing to do even in a video game, and I guess you can tell some things about my priority by what things do and do not make that list, because I've definitely done some pretty horrific things in 4X's, you know, nuking civilized areas and whatnot. For some reason, compelling someone not to read is worse than that, I guess? Maybe it has to do with the more personal scale here. I probably wouldn't personally nuke Duke Dirtbeak either. Okay, yep, so we're gonna get this conversation again. Yep, that's great. We're all friends. course. I love you. Reading is fundamental. Did I get something for this? Yeah, that's right. You do get job points for this, too. Okay. And now, obviously, we must fight to the death. It kind of goes without saying. Which is why I said it. I guess. Okay. So, toxic, fire resist, toxic shadow grasp, blazing. And I'm in the poison. And I'm in the materialized acid. Okay. Probably want to move over to here before rolling the bones. I got Lucky Dodger. That's not exactly what I was going for. It never does seem to be darts when you really want it to be darts, huh? Alright, let's try to high card the guy who's high on health. Nope, hit that dude instead. Triple Bolt is actually pretty good here. That... it doesn't... No, it doesn't seem to have done any damage. Or have it even fired? I'm not seeing the lines for it at all. I use Triple Bolt, and then there's no indication of effectiveness. And nobody seems to have the electrified trait. Let's eat some food. Let's eat some, like, pretty good food. So I'm kind of taking a lot of damage here. And they're not really, which is annoying. This might be a teleportation scroll kind of situation. I might want to draw them out one by one. That guy's almost dead, but I just, like... I don't want to risk it, you know? Oh, I can only teleport to places I have line of sight to. I can't go to the other side of the wall. Get out of the bomb. We are taking bombs seriously. That is a thing we are doing. I really want to get in there and kill that guy. Okay. Oh! I don't have the stamina. And I'm too full to eat. Well... I could use a stamina... We probably have a stamina potion of some kind, right? It doesn't take much. Okay. Yeah, we shoot pretty hard here. I'm gonna also activate this. I think Dirtbeak's under control. Okay. Resolved. That got a little hairy. Skill orb for double down. Blue seeds again. And are any of these destructible? Yes. All of them, in fact. Okay, I don't seem to have a lot of control over where I'm going to stand in this room. Why don't we... I'm really, really enjoying this, by the way. The skill orb was a good call. I'm taking a lot of damage. 2 levels of shadow vulnerability, which is not great. Alright, I think my regen should be able to handle it from here. I hate being in all these tornadoes. Apparently I'm never going to get to move under my own power, so... Stop trying. Okay. What are you guys doing? Please accept this invitation to the fight. Okay. Yeah. Tornadoes are very annoying. may as well potion up, because I know that there's some fountains that we're going to grab in a second here. A Brew of Rapidity. You know what? I actually don't know what that is. Okay. Greatly increases CT gain for a brief time is what I would have thought. Kind of hoping there would be some numbers on it, though. So we did pick up a Knight's Shovel in here. We might... I think we probably have some left from the mine as well, because I think I started to get pretty careful about using them. Yeah, let's dig into here. Let's take all those single charges and get out of here. Alright, let's go back to the stairs in front of the replicator, and then we're going back to town. Nope, this is the wrong way. So it seems like it's equipping my sword sometimes. I'm assuming that's happening when I'm attacking while I'm in melee. But I wish it wouldn't, because I want to keep this equipped. We should probably get rid of that sword and use a one-handed weapon. That time it re-equipped the sword without me ever being in melee range of anything. Like, honestly. Just unequip these. I really would rather just never switch me. Oh, out of stamina. Yeah, see, it switched me to the bow there. Okay. Go back to town. We're about to step into some kind of terrifying new thing. Let's try to be ready. So the rest of our items, what actually needs to go? This definitely needs to go. Was there anything we picked up that was actually good? This is an improvement over our other bow in terms of just non-physical damage output, but that's only true as long as we don't go into the other bow. Although if we were going to go into one, we would just go into this one, right? As much as I want this thing to be the choice, due to it being a fancy rarity, just the power's too low, man. I don't know, with Lake's Crystal and everything, it might be fine, but I actually think I'm gonna bank it. It'll be more useful for some new ranged weapon character than it is for us. Yeah. Okay, what could come out? All the rings that are in here are, like, pretty good. I guess, like, it's neat to have a shadow damage ring, but this is not, aside from the fact that it causes shadow damage, or increases shadow damage, this is not a very good item in total. Do we have another knight ring? Nice. Yeah, sort these by type. We have 2 frost rings. That's probably not necessary. We have 3 frost rings, and this one's definitely the best of them. Okay, that'll do. Did I? Yep, I did not unequip it. Because I really do think that we're going to be best off just rolling with the higher base power weapon, and then we will, next time we have a ranged weapon character, we can start them with the frost bow and the Lake's Crystal, and things will be good. Okay, what else? It's 30% damage to frogs. We should re-equip... I'm not at all sure what was going on with us getting the, with our melee weapon being equipped. Flail of Companions and Ice. That's a pretty good weapon power. Special weapons are a little awkward though. You really do want to be able to take masteries because they're pretty good. "20 discipline." Man. That's pretty good. We're really running out of room in our bank though. That's plus 20 of a stat. That's gotta be tough enough. Oh, Double Down heals you if it works. We should definitely Lucid Orb that onto a piece of equipment. I'm gonna go ahead and store this extremely good ring. And then let's sell these 2 frost rings. They're no good. Yes, we're gonna sell that dagger because these are the 2 swords we should have. Or a water damage weapon and a weapon that's largely physical. Yes, we don't need to keep this one. Okay. Let's go ahead and equip these extra weapons, and we'll just see if we can... see if we can figure out what was causing it to switch all the time. And then, like I said, we should probably get that skill orb onto our stuff, because that seems like a pretty good one. And once again, we'll probably put it on the cat ear headband. Yeah, the difficulty's still low. Oh man, is this going to be one of those food everywhere floors? Because those are great. It is. That's wonderful. So the fire jelly, like, the enemies are stealing the food. So it might actually be worth killing them. Hey, fire jelly, I saw that. Wow, he really stole a lot of stuff. Yeah, this turns out to have been a fantastic choice. It seems like crabs are always aggressive even when they're worthless, which is strange. Gold frog. Okay, that time... So it switched me to my longbow because I was trying to attack at 4 range, but then after it switched me to my longbow, it switched to the sword instead of back to the item I had equipped in the first place. That's very strange. Wow. Well, that was an explosion. Apparently the gold frog and that bandit had conspired to steal a huge amount of the food that was left on the floor. This stuff's not dream food, this is real food. We're gonna get to keep all this. Feeling pretty alright about that. Where the heck are the stairs? Oh, they're over here. Alright, I did not actually pay attention. I don't know if we're going for 2 floors or 3 this time. Damn it. I just really want to keep my... It gives plus range damage. And combo, or charge time. Really just love to keep this equipped. Oh, right. And we don't get the larger area because we're inside of that item. Jumping shot requires more stamina than I have. These are getting a little complicated over here. I'm not even looking at what we're picking up. We'll check it all out back in town in a second. That was a summoned bone crab. Is that... the summoner still alive, or is the summoner one of the bosses we killed? Ow. That's a lot of damage. Why did I walk in the lava? I'd really like to just get to the loot that's down there. If I could please stop being pushed around. You get shoved and pulled by the tornadoes, but unfortunately you have really no control over like whether you're going to step in one because they move after you do. Okay, this needs to stop. Of course, it pulled me into the middle of this area, so now we can't hail of arrows all of them. Here's what we're going to do. Yeah, I guess that guy's just leaving. Fair enough. Alright, Lucky Dodger's fine, I guess. Well, it could be over here. If I stand right here, I don't... yeah, jumping shot's only 2 spaces. And there's nothing for me to grapple to? Oh. I can grapple to just, like, the edge of the platform, I guess. That's close enough to a wall. What dream stuff do we have? Yeah, sure. Just fighting enemies I don't even have to fight. Some stuff remains hostile even through worthlessness. Chief Scourge James. He's so proud of it. Yeah, it took him years to earn his way past Assistant Scourge. Where the heck is the Memory King? Okay. And once again, it unequipped my quiver by switching me back to the sword instead of the weapon I initially had equipped, which is annoying. Wow, these other enemies are doing a really good job of being patient outside of the area. There we go. I think we can probably just leave. Okay. What else do we want to do? Before we go back down... oh, you know what? I didn't look at my potions, or my dream potions and stuff. I will equip you as accessory 2. Put my quiver back on, which I keep having to do. It does seem strange to me that, like, if it switches you onto a weapon without you telling it to, it should switch you back correctly. Alright, we have a ton of job points. Let's go ahead and get the other bow mastery passive. I'm assuming, yeah, that's the end, okay. Alright, we have some cooking we can do. All of this stuff is valuable, potentially. All good stuff we can cook with. Should I just take my cheap heal? We're about to go into what could be some kind of big boss fight or something. I have no idea what we're going to find up in the replicator. Oh, that's right. I wanted to chop down some trees and plant some new seeds. Ooh, fancy. So, here we have a shining dazzle leaf, a verdant fruit leaf, and another verdant fruit leaf. I do like the fruit leaves, because fruit is used as a component in a lot of dishes. Oh man, we have yellow shining dazzle leaf seeds though. Okay. Let's chop this down. What else did we have? Is there a way to sort items to seeds? There is not. If we sort by type, it'll put all the seeds next to each other, hopefully? Oh, I thought we had more blue... Oh, it didn't put them all next to each other. Annoying. Okay, well, I'm not actually sure that we do want to plant another Shining Dazzle Leaf. The Shining Dazzle Leaves mostly seem to be giving us money, and I like the actual food components. Okay, what was the last time Robo-Thing died? It's been quite a while, right? I think the wolf is helping a lot, because it's getting enemies' attention fast. Faster? Quickly. You know what I mean. Pretend I said that thing in, like, a good way. Alright, so what do we have for spices? And this is mostly an emergency food, so we try to put emergency bonuses on it. Yep, defense boosts. Seems good. And then... I suppose we can make meat kebabs with our turkey legs. The recipe for meat kebabs is just 2 poultry, right? Yeah, right now, meat kebabs restore 1238, while legs of turkey, apparently healing is not visible in that screen. You know, it's starting to get pretty close to double, isn't it? It's probably always kind of close to double. Crit chance, and then, like... Alright, what else do we want to make? We probably want to make... I guess at this point... Sorry. We're not using any spices anymore, so we can use the one-click option. Make some more ice cream sundaes. I don't think mint fudge is very good. Don't think this is very good. Let's make some coffee. I actually think coffee's great. Just down some coffee right at the beginning of the fight, and then hopefully the fullness will wear off by the time you take serious damage. You know, pumpkin bread's not bad. Now that they've lowered the amount of time it makes you full for, I think it's much more viable than it used to be. Okay, that's gotta be enough healing food. I cannot even imagine what the thing is like that would get through all of this great healing food we have, but that we would have any way of surviving. So I guess with that, we're good, except that it's been over an hour now, and I probably should stop for today. So sorry to leave you in suspense, but that's going to have to be it for us for today. Come back next time, everybody. We're making some real progress. Terrifying progress. And we'll see you then.